video on.
Edit this out.
Okay, 1 second. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to end of the month.
End of the month.
I got the name right this time.
You
Yay.
got it right this time.
I watched the last episode and I realized how many times I kept saying end of the week. That was a fun little episode to watch.
Oopsie daisy.
Oopsie daisy, indeed. So today was Record Store Day.
Today was Record Store Day.
This is I guess you can call it the Record Store Day recap.
Yep.
Maybe we'll do another one. Maybe we won't. No fucking promises though. I came all the way down from Coburg to Toronto.
Yeah, you did.
To Mississauga, so we could go to Toronto, and we weren't fucking around. We got up at the butt crack of dawn to go to Sonic Boom, and now the more and more I think about it, the more and more I realize we probably should have gone to another store. We easily could have hit Sonic Boom up.
Oh yeah.
But
we did it.
But we did it anyway.
No regrets.
Maybe not for you. But
oof for you.
Oof for me. But so what happened? So yeah, this morning we woke up at 5 a.m., got into the city by 6:30, which is pretty good considering there was little to no traffic on the Queenie, which is like, wow. That early? Like, wow. Like, it wasn't bad getting into the city at all. We managed to find parking at the store.
Yeah.
And we got in line. We were pretty close to the front of the line. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
And we just camped out pretty much for like 4 hours. We weren't, setting up a tent or anything. We just sat out there with coffee.
Chilly.
It got chilly. It was like 6 or 7 degrees out, but that kind of catches up with you when you're standing out. Like at first, I'm like, I'm fine.
In the shadows.
In the shadows, yeah. The sun was out.
In the wind.
But it was shining on Spadina Street and not the little alley that we were standing in. So it was, the Record Store Day at Sonic Boom has always been pretty hectic. I went last year, as I said on the last podcast, and it's always been like, 250 people in a line waiting to go and get exclusives. And for those that don't know about Record Store Day, it is a event that happens once or twice a year. They also have something called Record Store Black Friday, which is the same thing with even more limited releases.
Oh my god.
And Record Store Day is basically a celebration of independent record stores across the world. It's celebrated worldwide, I think, or maybe just in North America.
Yeah,
maybe some parts of Europe. I know Australia has it too, and many also view it as just a
cash grab.
A complete fabrication of collectibles for the sole purpose of making a quick buck. After today, I definitely am in that other boat.
Instead of a beloved holiday for all music aficionados.
I gotta say, compared to this year, I think I was happier with the fact that I ended up getting stuff I actually kind of wanted last year because get this right out of the way. I waited outside of Sonic Boom for like 3.5 hours, I think it came out to. Yeah, about 3.5 hours.
Last year?
No, this year. We
waited
out for 3.5 hours. Last year I got there at 9. I got there like an hour to open. The lineup was already huge, and I got in there and I still got what I wanted. This year, we waited 3.5 hours. We finally go in, and none of the albums that I wanted were in stock at all.
Yeah.
At all. Funny enough, as we're waiting in line...
Oh, God.
Oh, this was so rude. Because at this point, I'd been up since 5 o'clock. We'd all been up since 5 o'clock, and we're, like, just standing.
Yeah, because Morgan came with us.
Like, it's about maybe an hour to open.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember when it happened. It was about an hour to open, and...
Yeah, it was about an hour. Let me see. I'll check my Twitter, because I made a tweet about it.
Well, yeah, I mean... No, you tweeted about it much, much later, because I was still going on about the whole thing. But anyway...
True. But we can get a rough idea.
Yeah, basically, we're like a group of like 17, 18-year-olds are walking past Sonic Boom. They look at the lineup, which is already huge, and they go, "Oh my god!" And this one of them fucking yells, "Go to Cops! You should have gone to Cops!" And this woman has a bag filled with all of the releases she wanted. I can see the only one that I really wanted in her bag, and I yell, how much you want for that Death Grips record? No response. She looked behind and she ran away.
Yeah.
She ran away. I would have ran too. Anyway, so yeah.
So let's get on with it.
Yeah, we got into the store. We looked around. Who's gonna go first?
So for one, we got these beautiful tote bags from Sonic Boom.
Don't call them vinyls, man.
Don't call them vinyls. They were selling these as shirts as well.
Which was cool.
Neither of us bought shirts, but
no, I didn't really want to spend more money than I had to today. So, but what did I get?
How about you go first?
Okay. Yeah. So I went in
because you're kind of on the tangent of the disappointment of today. You might as well display it.
I went into Sonic Boom. I looked around. I go to Duncan. I'm like, they don't have a single fucking thing I want.
Yeah, and you spent a good bit of time just like wrestling through that thing, trying to get it.
They didn't have a single goddamn thing I want. And I got to the D section before a lot of people did to look and see if anything was there. I go up to the guys at the counter. They go, "No, man, we didn't end up getting that Death Grips record." I thought, out of all places, Sonic Boom would get it. So here's what I ended up getting. In terms of exclusives, I really didn't see much, but I ended up picking out this. And this is Scarface. It is a supergroup composed of Inspector Deck, 7L, and Esoteric. I know very little about this. I bought it solely because I thought, I'm kicking myself for this, I thought it was an MF Doom album, because MF Doom and Scarface did an album together, and I thought it was just like one of his many like surnames,
you came
one of his
up
many
to,
code names.
You
like,
came up to Morgan and I just like, got this MF Doom album.
I was
know?
like,
at least
man,
it's something.
At least it's something.
Oof.
Oh, oof. And the cool thing about this album is that it's kind of a a throwback.
It's wrapped in cellophane.
Yeah, no, this is like the Japanese style record sleeve. So this album is a callback to the 70s when they used to do storybooks and records in the same thing. So like storybooks and records, like you would read along and listen to whatever was playing, right? So they got like a comic, like it's like the entire first half of this thing is a comic book, a full color, really nicely illustrated comic book.
It is. It's actually beautiful.
And then
That's
the
really
record
nice.
itself. I actually, like I said before, like I have one of these, but it's a 7-inch, it's a 45, and it's, you know, a brief summarization of like Return of the Jedi. But it's on a 7-inch record, and oh shit, hit the mic. It's on a 7-inch record, and it comes with a picture book, so that's kind of neat. I gave the music a little bit of a listen, and it sounds like it's just gonna be some hip hop instrumentals and stuff like that. So, honestly, not too bummed. I'm into that sort of thing, so it's probably gonna be.
It's gonna be a little bit of a jam, just a nice jam,
just something to have in the background. That'd be neat.
Any end of the month listeners or end of the week listeners will recognize this album.
Anybody that actually pays attention
that pays
attention to what music we talk about. Next album, I decided that I would cut my losses at Sonic Boom and just try to get something. So the glare from the light's probably gonna ruin that. I'll just pull it out of the sleeve.
Yeah, just pull it out of the sleeve.
I got Songs of Praise by Shame. Standard black vinyl. Nothing fancy about this pressing. This is a really cool album that Duncan talked about on one episode, and after we recorded it, I gave it a listen. Really liked what I heard.
Yeah, because I knew that you would like it.
Really
and
liked what I heard. And
highly recommended it.
Shame is kind of a post-punk sort of very, very, you know,
British
band. You know, they got some gothic lyrics and pretty funny songwriting. Like one of the tracks on here. The Lick reminds me of a Pulp song. It's just the lead singer like kind of narrating over like a really slow, like
droning,
dark lounge jazz, and you're like, whoa. Then I was looking over at the they had like just shelves with random albums on it. I picked up Death from Above's first EP, which I forgot the name of. Heads Up got reissued a couple weeks ago. Months ago. It got reissued, and there was a lot of really cool versions of it. I only ended up getting the standard black vinyl, but there was like a split white and orange, a full orange one. Like a bunch of companies put out.
And they're going on tour again.
Yeah, DFA's going on tour again, and then finally, if they do this every year. Back to Analog is a company from Ontario that does a lot of pressings of.
They do a lot of releases. I have a Back to Analog of Nirvana Unplugged.
Yeah, Back to Analog is they're
pretty good.
Return to Analog, not Back to Analog.
Sorry.
There's a bunch of them, a bunch of these people with Analog in the name. Anyway, what they do is for Record Store Day, they'll take a random artist, get a collection of their early singles, and put them together on an LP. And this was free.
Yeah.
They had a whole box of them just behind.
I've got one as well.
He's got one as well, but I thought I should bring it up.
What's on there?
Around and Around, Confessing the Blues, That Time Is on My Side, Susie Q, Not Fade Away, Everybody Needs Somebody to Love, Side 2, Honest I Do, I'm a King Bee, Carol, Walking the Dog, Tell Me You're Coming Back. And it's all over now. It's just some early
Old
Rolling Stones tracks, and it's not new Stones, but what was it? Last year they did early Johnny Cash, which was kind of cool because
that one I would have really liked.
That one I know a lot of the songs, but I'm not too hard in the paint with Rolling Stones, but I really love Free Shit.
Mm-hmm. And don't you dare take that one out of the sleeve.
Okay. So after that, I realized that it was probably too late to find a copy of that Death Grips album that I really wanted.
We went over to Cops.
So we booked it over to Cops, and I picked up Death Grips, No Love, Deep Web, which Duncan has told me not to take out of the package, but don't worry, it's there. It's there.
In all of its glory.
For those of you that haven't looked up, or for those of you that have no idea what the cover looks like, Google it.
You'll find it.
It's kind of a meme.
Have a fun time with that.
It's a good time. And then I ended up getting another Record Store Day 2019 release, and this was one that was in the back of my head, because I don't, to be completely honest with you, it's like, 45s are cool and whatnot, but it's like not really something I collect actively. But
if the song is spend the money on.
Yeah, if the song is a good song though, I will pick it up. Now I haven't heard this. This is Erykah Badu and someone named James Poyser, who I've not really heard, but I know Erykah Badu, and this is a cover of "Tempted" by Squeeze, standard black vinyl. Nothing too fancy with Record Store Day this year. There wasn't
any insane
like pressings. Yeah, just a standard 45. The guy at Cops was kind enough to give me a free 45 adapter to put in the middle there. So, thank you, random stranger at Cops, and I hope your day went a-okay. Comes with a download card, and I think it might be the only record of mine that I bought today that actually comes with a download card. So they got to do that more. They got to include a little download code if an album's not on streaming services yet, because it's kind of a pain in the ass to own something physically and not be able to listen to it on the go. I mean, you could be smart and buy a CD, or you could be one of us edgy hipster teens that likes to go out to record stores and buy vinyl. Regardless of that, those were my pickups from Record Store Day this year. Mm-hmm. And this was Duncan's first Record Store Day.
This was my first official Record Store Day. I'd always sort of vultured around and picked up scraps and stuff like that of record store releases. I have from Record Store Day last year the Rage Against the Machine live at the 2001 DNC National Convention. Yeah. Which is a kick-ass album.
Yeah.
Kick-ass. I only had, 2 main picks for this year. I got one of them, but the other one they didn't have at all.
Yeah. That one got
but then, we picked up some CDs and stuff like that because I love CDs. And the prices at Sonic Boom are pretty reasonable, so... For used CDs.
For used CDs, yeah. That when I was actively buying CDs, that was always my favorite place to go.
Yeah. Let me see what I got here. Okay, so first one isn't a Record Store Day release, but I figured since I was out, might as well pick it up. I got Pup's new album, Morbid Stuff.
You know, show off the record because it is a special one.
Beautiful. I love it. There's
Ian Fraser. We know that guy. He knows him more. Immortalized in an album now. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. I was talking to him about it a little bit. But yeah, personally, I've been bumping this record hard. I love it.
Too much.
I love Pup.
Too much.
But then it's also a special.
It's like a
pink vinyl.
It's like a pastel pink.
Yeah, like a nice little pastel.
Kind of matches the cover. I mean,
Yeah.
you can barely tell because the color correction on
So
this
I'm
camera
just
is
doing-
shit. But
Yeah, but
it's almost there.
but yeah, so that wasn't a Record Store Day release or anything, but I thought it was.
It was something that you kind of wanted.
I really wanted. I also bought it on CD. Yeah. Because I'm just that hardcore.
It's in his car right now.
Yeah, and then the other CD that's in my car right now is the Tom Gable. Gable solo EP.
That guy sounds an awful lot like Laura Jane Grace,
Oh boy.
I can't make that joke. That's a bad joke.
Let me
Okay.
try to get this thing.
Here, I will do that.
Yeah.
You keep going
There we
on
are.
with your
It's in.
You keep going on with your albums. I'll
Next
put this
one
here.
is my actual Record Store Day pick. I haven't opened this one yet. It's The Black Parade is Dead by My Chemical Romance. It was their last concert in support of the Black Parade album, done live in Mexico City. I can't remember the actual venue. It's a giant soccer
It's
stadium.
a stadium.
So
It's a stadium.
it's big.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it's got the official Record Store Day.
I thought it was a triple LP for some reason. It's a double.
No, it's a double.
Limited edition. I wonder if it's a special color. That'd be neat
Let's
if they
see.
made-
That's nice. A nice picture of the show there.
Yeah.
And then, like, special thanks, B-sides, all that fun stuff.
Says here it comes with 3 bonus tracks.
Yeah, that's probably the B-sides here.
Oh, some B-sides.
Let's see. So, Kill Your Friends, My Way Home Through You, Heaven Help Us. Yeah, those were the B-side singles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it comes with the B-side singles on it, which is really nice.
All right. Looks like it's just black vinyl there, pal.
Yeah, just standard black vinyl, which is nice. Yeah. For LP1, probably no different on LP2.
I'd assume.
But yeah, I'm happy that I got this because, like, My Chem's one of my favorite bands
Yeah,
of
it's
all
black.
time. Very influential to me as an artist, as a musician, as a person. So yeah, super happy that I got that one.
Cool
And
find.
then, yeah, my last record is just the Rolling Stones one.
Yeah.
That was absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
And then, yeah, so I picked up Pup's Morbid stuff. Oh, yeah. And then CD-wise, I managed to find a used copy of Against Me's Reinventing Axl
I'm
Rose.
surprised you don't already have that.
Dude, it's actually kind of hard to find.
Really?
It's hard to find physically. I'd have to order it online. And
Having
then,
such a hard fucking time here, kids.
Oh,
this
bud.
is bad.
And then,
Here we
Morgan
go.
got a 3 CD collection of Amy Winehouse.
My Amy Winehouse and my mouth is an ashtray.
So,
Rest in peace,
so yeah,
Amy Winehouse.
those are my picks.
Here, I'll give this to you as well.
But yeah.
You want to talk about records we didn't get but wanted?
Yeah, sure, why not? I wanted personally to also get the another live album. It was the Green Day Live at Woodstock 1994 release. Could not find that anywhere.
We looked at 3 different stores. Even Short Stack, which normally doesn't have a lot, didn't have it.
Yeah.
You just wanted the Green Day album, right?
I just wanted that Green Day album.
I
yeah.
had.
There was also the Bob
Oh.
Dylan one that I was kind of looking at
Oh
a
yeah,
bit.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Was that Blood on the Tracks? Was that Blood on the Tracks? or
No,
was that-
no. It was it may have been Blood on the Tracks, like B-sides or demos or something like
Alright.
that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird because they just released that whole bootleg collection of Blood on the Tracks.
Right. That might be what I'm thinking of. I don't know.
Yeah. I can't remember offhand. But yeah,
There's a Bob Dylan album.
Bob
out there.
Dylan. I like Bob Dylan.
I had 4 albums that I kind of wanted to find. 2 of them were meme jokes that I didn't really give a shit about. Actually, 3 of them were meme jokes I really didn't give a shit about. But I went in there looking for. I went into Record Store Day looking for.
Sorry, I just got a notification from Amazon that Vinyl Day is here.
Vinyl Day. That sounds like what my dad would call it. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. I was looking for the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Gabber Mega Mix 2017, which is a Death Grips EP. And as I've said before with Death Grips, it's like, you know, if they release an EP, they're releasing it digital only, and it won't get released until Record Store Day, and it's going to be super limited, and I'm going to go on eBay tomorrow morning, and it's going to be on there for 300 bones, and I'm like, Man,
spending all your hard-earned, cold, hard cash
it's like, man, I'm
on
telling you,
one
man.
album.
I'm telling you, bro. Rick and Morty
One
fans
LP.
are the fucking, or Death Grips fans are like the Rick and Morty fans of the vinyl collecting market. I wanted that. The Fall. Sorry, yeah, take that. Sorry.
Yeah, let me take
The
that.
Fall by the Gorillaz, I wanted solely for a joke, but I found out that Record Store Day is just its release date, because after that it's going to be available, I think, every day.
Yeah.
It's going to be just available now. They're starting to do that with most of the Gorillaz albums, actually. They're just starting to repress them. I know Demon Days got reissued last year. Or something.
Which is nice.
A couple months ago.
That's a good album.
Yeah, and anyway, I wanted that one purely for the meme.
You have Plastic Beach already, right?
Yeah,
I thought so.
Good album, but I wanted The Fall. I think I can score a copy of it another time though. But now it's not something that's like I have to get. I kind of just wanted to get like a Record Store Day version of it.
Yeah, exactly.
What else? 2 7-inches. Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke, 7-inch. I don't really give a shit about Cheech and Chong, but the disc itself, the disc itself is shaped like a pot leaf, and that's pretty funny. And then the Baby Shark song, for some reason, got a 7-inch release for Record Store Day, and I kind of wanted it. And Sonic Boom didn't have anything. Sonic Boom did not have any.
They were taken up too much by Captain Beefheart.
Yeah, they had a lot of the Captain Beefheart and
Greta Van
a lot
Fleet.
of the Greta Van Fleet EP that came out last year. Like they had like 30 copies of each album. It's crazy. And every record store we went to, it looks like they had stacks of these Captain Beefheart albums.
I feel so bad for them.
It's like no one. Well, here's the thing with that album is that
nobody's legitimately gonna buy that and listen to it.
No, well, Captain Beefheart is like that album is a.
It's the most what the fuck album.
Yeah, it's
ever.
like an experimental fucking album. It takes at least a dozen listens to kind of get it right, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's the Third Man Records pressing, so it's got a bunch of I think it comes with some special discs or something like that. Like it's got a special vinyl.
Knowing Jack White, it's got some weird shit on it.
Yeah, it's what a record say.
Oh, and then what was that other thing? The mini vinyl player.
Oh yeah, the record player. Yeah, Crosley put out that was a knee slapper there. Crosley put out a miniature record player that was meant to play these like 3-inch discs, which I thought was kind of neat. I'm like, all right, that cool. Could be a cool little desk toy. Like the discs for like maybe like 10 to $12 each, right? And I'm thinking, well, this record player can't cost much more than
$50 for the record player.
$30, $30 at most. I thought. I go pick the thing up. I'm like, all right, maybe I'll buy one. Actually, that might have been the first thing I went to grab after.
That was the first thing.
That was the first thing I went to grab after.
Because you were like, oh shit. Well, you know what? This is out today. Might as well grab it.
Yeah, and then I overhear somebody going, "Holy fuck, they're $100."
Yeah, I saw like 3 of them around
and
Sonic Boom after
like,
people actually checked the
and
price.
And here I am flipping the box around like a Rubik's Cube trying to look for a price tag. And there it is. $99.99 they wanted for this thing. Really? Are they ever going to do 3-inch discs as like a regular thing?
As like regular singles? No.
$100 for a gimmicky little fuck off.
We're gonna be eating those words in like a year.
Oh no, man! I'm telling you, you're gonna be able to go on like eBay maybe the next day and there'll be a little more. Give it some time. No one really cares.
Yeah,
no one's gonna really give a shit about those things. Come on. The albums themselves might go for a bit more.
Yeah.
But the players, I'm sure you're gonna be able to find them for fuck nothing.
Yeah, because the albums are like exclusively Jack White stuff.
It's like Jack White stuff or anything that was released under Third Man. I don't know, the 3-inch discs. Come on.
Yeah, it's only Jack White stuff. It's Jack White, White Stripes, Raconteurs, and the Dead Weathers. Those are the only.
Yeah, it
releases.
was something else. And then there was one cassette tape, and it was some Prince tape because there's always a Prince tape out on Record Store Day. And that was Sonic Boom.
Oh, and
what else?
Jesus.
Oh, that was at Urban Outfitters.
That was at Urban Outfitters.
That was just at Urban Outfitters. We went to Urban Outfitters.
That was funny.
And I was joking around.
You were staring at a fucking little
I
pump.
was joking around Duncan. Today's the day, man. I'm gonna get that Little Pump album. I'm gonna go and get that Little Pump vinyl.
I need to listen to Gucci Gang on vinyl.
I need to listen. It's the only way, man. It's the way God intended to listen to Gucci Gang. I go there. And
with a little bit of crackle, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. Gucci
and in the Urban Outfitters at Square One, it had gone down $10.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, you know what? Maybe. And then I put it down because I have too much self-respect.
No. You were at the cash.
Okay.
You went
You don't
back.
have to shame. You don't have to shame me like this.
You went back. You grabbed because you were like, no, you know what? If I'm gonna do it, I need a pristine copy.
Oh yeah, no. The sleeve was like bent a little bit, and I'm like, no. Come on, I gotta get the best looking copy of Gucci Gang. And then I went to the cash and I go, you know what? I have too much self-respect, and I put it away.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Record day, as my dad called it, because I swear to God, he's starting to think like his fucking dad now, where he's just like thinking logically about different things. Like my granddad wouldn't call a Big Mac a Big Mac. He'd call it a Big Man. The reasoning behind it, who's Mac? It makes more sense as Big Man, because it's a big man sandwich. It's a big boy. It's a big sandwich. So
It's not even the biggest sandwich.
So fuck, it's in the name. All right, so
Big's in the name. It's got
the thinking behind calling it Record Day, I assume, would be like, why? The stores are there. Who cares? The records aren't gonna be tomorrow. It's Record Day.
I mean, I understand that.
Or maybe he just fluked it. Maybe he just doesn't really give a shit.
Probably
Vinyl day. Who knows?
Vinyl day.
I like the bags. I like the bags at Sonic.
I am happy with the bags.
Yeah, that's a good bag to keep around because I do still buy records here and there, and you know what, man, I gotta tell you, like the plastic record store bags, I would often reuse them, but now I have a nice canvas record store bag, and it's a good bag, and it's got a Bart Simpson on it, and he's saying, don't call them vinyls, man. Isn't that adorable?
Ain't that adorable?
Ain't that adorable?
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, how's your month been?
My month has been
so far.
My month has been all right. I got a job, so that's
yeah,
good.
You got a job.
I found a job, so
having that full-time work.
That's how I was able to make Record Store Day happen this year.
Yeah.
I keep instinctively I keep looking down at the screen and I realize the camera's right there.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. Anyway, so if that's really distracting, I apologize. Anyway, no, it's been all right. I've been working, so not sitting on my ass all day waiting for something to happen.
Which is good. You came out for the weekend.
Yeah, well, I'm going home tonight.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For the Friday Saturday.
Yeah, for the Friday Saturday.
And we got to try something. We got to try something.
I'm trying to remember what we tried.
We got some good old Doug Ford.
Oh.
No name beer.
Oh. I mean,
do you want me to go grab the bottle?
I'll grab one now.
Okay, he's gonna go grab a bottle of it. Yeah, no, he was, because we were talking about this on the last podcast, and like, I can't remember if it was actually on the podcast or not. It's in the mini fridge. The beer fridge. Yes. And Gomer was saying, you know what? Gotta get that no name beer. Gotta try it. And he didn't think I was actually gonna go through with it.
This motherfucker.
But I will do it for the meme.
This motherfucker.
I'll do it for the meme. I'll do it for the boy.
I bought a 6-pack of Doug Ford's finest no name beer.
It was just over $10.
So much for buck of beer.
Yep.
I'm drinking it now.
Oh, you're drinking it now.
Drinking it now.
Dude, we have a show tonight.
I'm not driving.
True. I thought you were just gonna want to save some for the show.
I'm not driving.
But yeah, I managed to have a little bit of it.
The official drink of end of the week.
End of the month.
End of the month.
He's already fucking drunk.
Oh man, that still takes getting used to. It's rough when you only do them once a month. That should, stick with you. It's like you do it once a month. But
it's end of the month.
It was end of the week for like weeks on end.
Yeah.
All right. For like a year.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
But yeah, it's not bad.
It's definitely beer.
It's beer.
It's totally beer.
It says it on the label. It is
it's
beer.
Nothing else. It's definitely beer.
It's beer.
Tastes like beer. Smells like beer. Same alcohol by volume as beer.
It's beer. It's the most watery beer I've ever had.
Yeah,
Like
it's a pretty light tasting beer.
it's very very light beer.
You could definitely slug a few of those back without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no.
I'll finish that before we leave. Don't worry. But yeah, no, it was an interesting experience.
Yeah.
Buck of beer.
Buck of beer.
It's not buck of beer though. It's
It is not.
$1.50.
It is definitely not a buck of beer. We have been lied to. This is the final straw.
In fact, actually, if I do the math correctly, it's like $2.25 a beer.
Yeah.
This is the fucking supreme of beers here, okay? All right? This is the supreme of beers here, all right? It's hype beast as fuck. You gotta be a Toronto man's to truly appreciate it, because guess what? Or a Bewdley man's, because the only other place to buy it that's close to me is the LCBO in Bewdley,
Yeah,
which
Bewdley.
fucking was like...
Why?
But why,
But at the same time,
But why,
it makes
though?
perfect sense.
I guess so.
It makes perfect sense.
Have you been to Bewdley? It does kind of make perfect
It
sense.
does. It really does.
Whoa.
The next thing I'm waiting for is No Name Smokes.
Yo, no name cigarettes would be fucking hysterical. Oh my god. It
Cigarettes.
just says cigarette on them. You open it up, the papers are yellow. No, they wouldn't be yellow. It would look like the most generic cigarette ever, like, you know, brown filter and just white paper. They wouldn't say anything on them. It would probably be a red. Let's be real. The no-name darts of the real world are reserve cigarettes. Yeah. Reserve cigarettes.
Yeah.
Man. How about you? Yeah, sorry. Enough about me.
No, it's okay.
What about you, Duncan?
So I'm halfway through my exams right now. I am on my my spring break finally.
That sounds nice.
It is nice. It is very nice. I can actually sleep for once.
Yeah.
I can focus on getting some recording done because I'm working on getting all my music stuff actually tracked and down.
That's good.
Yeah, which I'm excited to do because like I have some training now. I can actually do it properly ish because I'm just doing it down in a fucking basement, but still it's something. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
That's good.
Yeah. And
It's always nice to have a break.
yeah, spend some time with the girlfriends and spend some quality time with Morgan.
You know, I'm actually looking forward more to the. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention?
Oh yeah.
They gave me a book of matches at Cops for some reason. Like,
What's on there?
so, I think it's some marketing for like someone's album, which is called Set Yourself. Yeah, so the album is called Stars, or no, the artist is called Stars. I think I don't know anything. This was
Okay.
handed to me at Cops. He goes, "You want a free book of matches?" I'm like, "Okay." Well, I like free shit. I got a problem. So I think the band is called Stars, and the album's called Set Yourself on Fire, and it's just matches. It's a little packet of matches. They're very... I don't want to set off any smoke alarms, so I'm not
Don't
going to
worry
light it.
about it.
Yeah?
Do it.
Light one?
Light it.
I was saying to myself, I'm not going to light one of these, but let's see if they're any good.
Yeah. Immediately breaks. Oh, look at that. That is a quality match.
And now it smells like birthday candles in here. Put it out in the Doug Ford beer.
That is not the beer, that's the water.
Oh dear. Now it smells like bacon. What the? No, now it smells like burning wood. Oh, Morgan is gonna kill me. Okay. Oh.
She just comes bursting through.
What the hell is that smell?
Oh, now I smell it.
Yeah, it's hitting you, eh? 10 out of 10
It's
match.
phosphorus.
10 out of 10. Phosphorus?
Phosphorus?
Sulfur.
Sulfur.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 match would match again. And on the package,
We'll light my smoke with that.
and on the we'll light my no-name brand cigarette with these darts or with these matches. And on it sounds like it's an indie pop album because there's a quote from the New York Times here saying one of this year's most celebrated indie pop albums. So it's an indie pop album.
It's an indie pop album,
And
apparently.
I don't know. There's like a Pussy Riot looking female holding a Molotov cocktail. She's shirtless, covering her breasts, and wearing a pink baklava or ski mask, whatever you call it. You get off your phone? I don't know.
I'm bringing something up for you.
Are you looking it up? Or
No,
something?
no.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I haven't looked it up. I was just like, cool, free shit. That's how it works with me, usually. That's my mindset. Oh, free shit? Fuck yeah, dude. I'll take as much as you can legally give me. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no free slip mat this year.
free Slipknot.
You got the PBR Slipknot last year.
Yes, I did. And a coupon for a free 6-pack, which I gave to Sam for his birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sam.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm disappointed that Sonic Boom didn't have literally any of my record store day picks.
Any.
Cops did, and I do prefer Cops records in many instances, but Sonic Boom is like the big one, right? And you'd assume that a store that large would have the, capacity to order everything. But the other thing with Record Store Day is that stores don't know what they get often until the very next, like the very day or day before. Some stores get inventory like a week or so in advance. So like
one example of this is Into the Abyss in Hamilton, which is a store that I like to check out. I've checked it out once, but I do like it. It's a nice store.
So you know how we were standing outside and people are, you guys here for the Wax Tracks? You guys here for Wax Tracks? Yeah. So Wax Tracks is, from what I could take away, it was an album that came with 2 tickets to see Ministry, and there was a bunch of them in the back.
And Wax Tracks was also, it's a soundtrack for like a movie.
Oh, okay, because there was a bunch of them.
It's like a skate movie, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, why wouldn't I buy that? Fuck. Anyway,
there's probably so many left over.
There's a lot. There was a lot, and it came with 2 free tickets to see Ministry, which isn't bad. Like it's Ministry. If you're into industrial music, then
fucking it's Ministry.
$42 for those albums. That's not bad.
Yeah. And a Ministry concert.
I didn't pick it up, but it was like there was a whole milk crate full of them in the back.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I guess no one wanted to see Ministry.
And no one got that also far yet. They were at the point of like I was back there and they're like, fuck, nobody's coming back here for them. I think nobody realizes that they're back here. So they just grabbed a bunch of them and put them with the rest of the Record Store Day releases.
Yeah.
Because nobody listened to the guys that came out and said, Wax Track albums are in the back with the Ministry tickets.
Yeah, I don't know. Sonic Boom had a better plan last year. Everything was in the back. Everything. Mm-hmm. Like, they pretty much pushed all their shelves forward a bit. And then just had a bunch of
that
racks.
was a bit of a bad idea what they did this year. That was a mess.
They had everything in the fucking middle, man.
Yeah.
You were like fighting with people for room, and they didn't have any. Like I don't know why. I think the reason why they had it like that this year is because they had venues performing later that they had artists performing later that day.
Yeah.
And everything was kind of like they had the stage set up, and so I get that, but at the same put the shit on the stage and then clear it out when the artist gets here. Like I mean. It was a nightmare. I was there were points where I just said excuse me like 6 times, and then I fucking did one of these through somebody. They don't care. They're like, oh, I need my fucking Weezer Teal album. I would have even picked up the Weezer Teal album, but they didn't have it.
They didn't have Weezer's version of Africa by Toto.
Weezer
Toto. Weezer Teal album, the biggest cash grab.
I'm so mad about the fact that they didn't literally none of the Record Store Day albums I wanted. At least they had one of yours.
Yeah, they had one of mine, which was nice.
Yeah. The worst part was when it was what hit me was that I when we got in and I found everything and I just thought to myself, I got up at 5 a.m. for nothing today.
Yeah.
That was the worst.
I was actually kind of feeling that.
That was the worst feeling in the world. Is like I got up at 5 a.m. for nothing today.
The sleep in our eyes, like the
how do people deal with that kind of heartbreak?
And like
how do you deal with that kind of heartbreak and not want to fucking kill yourself when you get home?
Smoke a lot of weed and drink a lot of booze.
I guess. That was bad. That was, I don't know. Record Store Day was a bit of a bust this year, but I didn't come home empty-handed, so I'm not too mad about that.
Yeah. You at least got shame.
Still. Well, I'm excited about that, because One Rizzle is that's a certified heater. Okay? It's a certified heater, that one.
Heater,
pumpkin eater. And No Love Deep Web is not a great find. I mean, it's a bit expensive of a record now, but it was still worth it. It's totally worth it to me because it's easily my favorite Death Grips record. But yeah, no, that album that I wanted is probably going to be $200 tomorrow. I wonder if it's already on eBay. You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, check it.
I gotta check this.
Well, he's doing that. I also wanted to bring this up. So we've talked about it a bit in the past. And this is more just to fill out a bit more time. We may do another podcast later this month that I have an idea for
Okay.
that I think will be fun.
He has not disclosed
I
any
have
of
not
this
disclosed this, and I
information
will
with
not disclose it. So, we both enjoy the Guillermo del Toro Hellboy movies.
Okay, yeah, okay, $133.
Oh, it's already there.
And that is just a buy it now price. I don't even know if it's
Where's the bidding at?
I wonder. No, I'm asking if there's any completed listings.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's.
So,
let's see.
The new version of Hellboy, the 2019 version of Hellboy, has come out. It currently, on Rotten Tomatoes, critic score of 15%, but an audience score of 66.
Someone
take that how you will.
Someone managed to nab a copy on eBay for $80 Canadian, but it's averaging at about $115 Canadian.
Oof.
Which sucks dick. And also, if you want, that's from the States. It's also, what is it? $299.86 for shipping.
Oof.
I love eBay.
Yeah.
eBay's a weird place. It's like, oh man, that's a great fucking price. And you see shipping, you're like, that's
never mind.
What the hell kind of fucking shipping is that? Were you shipping this from Afghanistan? What the fuck?
But I thought that it would be a fun idea. It's just while we have a little bit more time to read through some of the top critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes
for Hellboy
of the new Hellboy movie.
I mean, critic reviews are usually boring, but let's see how bad.
Well,
let's see how bad people.
There's a 0 out of 4 here from the Globe and Mail. Chandler Levac of the Globe and Mail. Levac.
What kind of name is that, Chandler? Huh?
His 0 out of 4 review. Watching Hellboy is my new personal idea of hell.
Yo, that's good. That's actually funny as fuck. Boy, is that bad? I'm kind of upset about that, man. I was like looking forward to it.
I was kind of looking forward to it.
The dumb thing is, though, it's like, why, if you didn't want to fund Guillermo del Toro's third Hellboy movie, which would have been good and probably...
It would have been great.
Probably would have made some money.
I loved it.
Why would you not fund that, but instead reboot the franchise like 10 years later?
I'm just gonna read through like the quick little clips here that are on Rotten Tomatoes, because some of the full reviews are like pages upon pages long.
How come they would why would they why come they reboot the movie?
Why come
10 years after interest in the franchise is completely dwindled? No one's gonna see this fucking movie.
Let me see here. Katie Walsh from Tribune News Service. Tribune. 2 out of 4.
2 out of 4. Okay, so 50%.
Yep. This all hurdles at a relentless, unforgiving pace, glued together with many, many crunchy guitar licks. You don't so much as watch this movie as submit to being pummeled by it.
No.
That's an ouch.
That's an ouch.
What have we got here? David Sims of The Atlantic. An R-rated slog that's heavy on bad attitude and creative dismemberments, and completely missing the humane core of Mignola's original story.
Mignola!
What else have we got here? Oh, Joe Morgenstern.
Can I read the name?
Joe Morgenstern.
Joe Morgenstern from the Wall Street Journal. Read it out loud.
No one needed another Hellboy, let alone a wretched...
What?
No one needed another Hellboy, let alone another wretched contraption whose single-word title suggests that it's an original rather than the cynical enterprise it proves to be. Wow.
Oh, Hellboy 3 would have been so much better. Oh, why?
Adam Graham of Detroit News. Like 2 giant horns protruding from your noggin, Hellboy is one hell of a headache. Rating, D.
Yo, why the fuck is he rating movies?
I don't know.
You got graded
Tom
in school.
Russo of Boston Globe. 1.5 out of 4. In the end, the movie leaves us stuck with unmoving drama and increasingly numbing carnage, delivered with a hand as heavy as Hellboy's monstrously oversized right meat hook.
Isn't it called like the Hand of Doom or something?
Yeah,
I don't
something like
remember. I don't remember.
So those are the critic reviews.
Yeah, go check IMDb because I think the IMDb scores are.
I want to see
less.
the audience reviews.
That's what I mean. Go check IMDb because
reviews
those aren't
for
like
Hellboys.
critics. Those are dudes. Those are just like,
let's check IMDb.
those are just nerds in their basement. So
IMDb Hellboy. It came up as a suggestion.
if you just look up Hellboy, it'll give you the most.
2019.
It'll give you the most.
Here we are. Okay, 5.4 out of 10.
Yep.
It's got a 30 on Metascore.
Metacritic.
Yep. Let me see here. Reviews. User reviews. Here we are. There's only one user review from the... Oh, no, here we are. There's a couple. Okay, they're all pretty high rated.
I'm sure the comic book guys probably liked it. It might be a pretty faithful adaptation. That's the thing with these comic book movies.
7 out of 10. Could have been better. Yet another big blockbuster action movie based on a comic is the base of Hellboy. A few people had mentioned this movie before it came out and reassured me it would be good, but it was the opposite. If you enjoy the comic books or are a fan of action and science fiction, you might even enjoy this movie. If you're not, stay away. Could have been better.
Is that an alarm?
Yeah, that was an alarm.
For what?
For us finishing up the podcast.
Well,
I'm going to read a couple more here.
I took a nap.
Yeah. Here we are. Nice short review. Quick, to the point. It's a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 from Frozen O. Not your typical superhero comic, but really entertaining me throughout the end.
I'm sorry, what? Let me read that. Hang on.
This is not my dyslexia.
That's why I double check.
Yeah.
All right. From Frozen _ Oh, you were not wrong about the name. That's good. Not your typical superhero comic, but really entertaining me throughout the end. Gory, dark, humor, sassy Hellboy, fists and fights. Not much of cheesy lines. I love it. 88 out of 129 people found this helpful. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
What else have we got here? Nice short ones. McKeeshawn. How would you say that? McKeeshawn.
McKeeshawn.
Okay. 9 out of 10.
McKeeshawn.
The new Hellboy is a hell of a good time. Huh?
Oh!
Yes, it's different from the previous two films, but give it a chance. Harbour does a fantastic job as Hellboy, and the movie draws far more on the source/comic material than the previous films. If you love the comics, you'll enjoy the movie. Plenty of humor, action, and fantasy to hold your interest.
Okay.
Okay, 7 out of 10. Dumb but entertaining. Yep, the movie is dumb, but that's Hellboy. The CGI and monsters are nice. A lot of action, not much talking. I was entertained.
That's good.
Which, I mean, that's basically what you want. Oh, here we are. 5 out of 10. Just the title sums up the feeling alone. Watch the Del Toro duology instead.
Duology. Oh.
I almost said trilogy. That would have been sad. Yeah, a lot of the short ones are... Oh, my God. We have a 10 out of 10 here. We got a 10
We got a 10 out of 10, boys.
We got a 10 out of 10.
We got to sound the alarms.
Okay.
Sound the alarms. We got a 10 out of 10.
From Philip Imbentino.
Okay.
10 out of 10. Unfairly slammed and not given a chance. An actual accurate adaptation from Mignola's comics. Mignola's comics.
Mignola.
Sorry. Dyslexia. Okay, so that's just the title. Okay.
And then this word salad of a fucking review here.
Just because Del Toro isn't directing and Hellboy isn't Perlman doesn't mean the film should be getting slammed unfairly the way it is.
Okay.
It's a new vision and adaptation that actually works even better as far as following comic source material. Which, you know what, sometimes following the source material doesn't make for a better film. Sometimes you can't,
no.
Adapt those
There's
things.
not a dick long enough to do the jerk off motion. I'm sorry.
New vision. The action and pacing is intense, and the horror aspects are really well blended. Okay. People keep slandering the CGI, and honestly, it's excellent CGI. The story blends many different particular comics together, and it works. David Harbour gives a lot of A lot of great character to Hellboy as well. Just see this and pay no mind to delusional, biased critics and haters. It's a fun adaptation.
Listen to me. I'm right. It's just my opinion, but I'm right. God damn it. This movie good.
Another 10 out of 10.
Oh no, we got another one, boys. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. We got another one.
I read the comics and watch the other Hellboy films, including animated films. Truly, I love Hellboy, and I don't care if anyone is giving Hellboy 2019 bad ratings. Troll account 79, another 10 out of 10 here. Fun, entertaining, and funny. Really don't understand the hate. This movie is funny and entertaining through and through. I love it. A lot better than Del Toro's version. Okay, that's controversial there. Go see it, have a good time, and don't go in expecting to hate it. It's actually a pretty solid movie. I mean, come on, it's Hellboy. What do you want?
Did you actually just tell me right now that this guy thinks it's better than the Del Toro movies?
You know what? We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it yet.
I mean, it is Autism Awareness Month. But, fuck. But, Jesus Christ. Okay.
We haven't seen it yet, so we withhold judgment. I'm going to try to dig through here just for a final one of a bad user score.
Yeah, find some word salad of a review because I really want to. I might.
Here we are.
Oh, gosh.
We got a 2 out of 10.
Okay. No bell for that. I'm sorry. It's kind of what I expected.
The title of it is Damn My Eyes.
Oh, no. Can I read it? Fuck, Jesus.
Yeah, how about you read it?
I want to read it.
He's going to have a better time reading this one.
I don't consider myself an angry guy, but this is the new standard for blockbusters. Baba Yaga can have both my eyes, because I will have no further use for them. There's nothing I can think to defend this cinematograph. What the fuck is that? That's not a word. That's not a cinematographic. That's the word. Okay.
Duncan, place the word up here.
Cinematographic. Abomination. This extremely ugly shot cosplay version of Mike Mignola's Hellboy comic does not even attempt to tell a coherent story. The soundtrack consists of some out-of-place rock songs that are stuck in random places in the film. Unlike Del Toro's films, there's no way of feeling any sympathy for these one-dimensional characters. The endless silly stream of one-liners and aimless quips makes you realize that these are annoyingly unpleasant characters. These annoyingly unpleasant characters have nothing to tell us over the course of two with, in parentheses, an exclamation point. Two. There goes the water.
Bud.
On my phone.
Oh, no.
I'm not even mad.
Okay.
2.
I'll quickly read this here.
Read the rest of it. 2 excruciating hours. I'll go clean that up.
Okay. 2 excruciating hours. The movie simply jumps from exposition piece to action scene and back again. And where Guillermo del Toro created a tactile world and a balanced combination of practical effects work and sparingly used CGI, we are now saddled with special effects that look like the deleted scenes from a PlayStation 3 game. Yo. Ouch. It's incomprehensible that Mignola believes that this soulless version is closer to the comics. I think the claim that the A fan of no, this is literally what it says. That the A fan of the source material would be at peace with this terrible movie is an insult. So, on that's... Oh, never mind. I found a 1 out of 10.
Got a 1 out of 10, boys.
Pointless movie. Yet more proof cinema is devoid of originality. This is another dumb movie devoid of soul and as utterly vapid as we've come to expect from cinema of the 2010s. Harbor is also no Ron Perlman. I think that doesn't have anything to do with the movie and more just with this guy's feeling on movies at this point.
Come on, neckbeards. This is new Hollywood. There is no soul in cinema anymore.
On that note, have a great rest of the month.
Oh, yeah?
I've been Duncan.
I've been Gomer.
And clean up your messes. Stay safe.
Clean up your messes.
Have a good time.
Don't fidget.